Welcome back, No Contest Nation. I'm your host, Jordan from No Contest. Today's topic is the top 10 facts about Deku. You guys already know my slogan. We did this research for you so you don't have to do it yourselves. Here at No Contest, we try to make it easier for you to get the information on all anime. By the end of the video, you will potentially know 10 new facts about Deku. So make sure you stay to the end of the video so you don't miss anything. We noticed that the No Contest Nation is growing at a rapid rate, and I want to personally say thank you. Let's keep this growth going, ladies and gents, and let's spread the word that we're one of the best anime channels out there. One last thing, I'm going to challenge you guys like I did last video. I want you guys to keep account of all the facts that you already knew about Deku that are listed in this video. In the description below, we have a scoreboard from 1 to 10. Make sure you tell us what your score is in the comments, and let's see if you're an expert on Deku. Now that we're past that, let's get into the video. Number 10. Did you know that Deku means one who can't achieve anything or do anything? Bakugo gave Izuku this name when they were kids to make fun of Izuku for not having a quirk, often calling him Defenseless Izuku. The name is kind of translated funny from Japanese to English, but if you take the first 2 letters from the word defenseless and the last 2 letters from the name Izuku, you end up creating the name Deku. Number 9. Did you know that so far Deku has been the only one-for-all user to be able to use all his predecessors' quirks? That's actually pretty crazy. I wonder why that is. It's almost like when Deku received One For All that there was some sort of mutation in the development of the quirk, or receiving One For All manifested a quirk alongside One For All, and that quirk would give him the ability to tap into 8 different powers. Number 8. Did you know that there was 100 auditions for Deku's voice actor? The developers wanted to encapsulate the emotion and determination in a voice, so they spent the extra time to make sure that we got the right person for our entertainment. That's pretty steep competition, but I'm sure that none of the candidates for the role knew that their odds were 1 out of 100. Number 7. Did you know that Deku is the 9th user of One For All? That's right, he had 8 predecessors that wielded One For All before him. Deku holds a quirk that is generations years old and has been manifested and cultivated by the previous users. It's almost like a car being passed down from person to person, but each person gave that car a major upgrade. So by the end, Deku had a full decked out car. I was gonna say no pun intended, but that was completely intentional. Number 6. Deku's first design was actually as an adult, but the creator Kohei Hirokoshi changed it because Shonen Jump had a younger audience predominantly, and the creator wanted to appease to that younger audience by making the character more relatable. So he made Deku 14 at the beginning of the series. I personally like this way better anyway because the first 2 drafts of Deku actually looked kinda trash. But on the bright side, this also gave the creator a solid vision of longevity for the purpose of a time skip in the future, which I cannot wait for. Number 5. Deku is actually extremely lucky to have no quirk at the very beginning, and even more lucky to be selected to wield One For All. Why, you may ask? In the manga, one of the previous All For One users died of old age at the age of 40. This is due to having All For One dumped on top of a quirk they already possessed, thus meaning All For One is better suited for quirkless people. Number 4. Did you know that Deku will most likely be the last All For One user? The first All For One user says that in the present generation there is little to none of any people being born quirkless, thus meaning there will never be another true holder of All For One after Deku. And Deku passing it off would shorten the life of the next user. Number 3. Deku's childhood is inspired by the creator Kohei Hirokoshi's childhood. The creator says, and I quote, "In volume 11, when Deku was younger, he and his mom have a scene together where Deku's mom says, 'Help me,' and Deku says, 'I am here.' I actually used to do the same exact thing with my mom when I was younger, and we played at the park's playgrounds. We called it King of the Jungle. My mom would go inside the jungle gym at the playground and say, 'Please save me, Leo,' which is the name that I used to call myself when we played this together. I have that memory of pretending to be Leo and playing with my mom at the playground, so I wanted to incorporate that into the story. As a reader, it's probably a scene that doesn't really hold much meaning, but as for me, I cried when writing that scene." Number 2. Did you know that Deku placed 4th in grades in his class, meaning not only is he extremely strong, but he's extremely smart. He is constantly analyzing others' quirks and ways that they could be used best, which would definitely come in handy on the battlefield. So essentially, he's just battle smart. Before we get to number 1, if you want videos like this one, please consider becoming a part of the No Contest Nation by subscribing to the channel. So that way, you get more content like this video. Also remember to write down your score in the comments after the last fact in this video. Alright, let's get back to it. Number 1, did you know that Deku's personality is based on the creator of Kohei Hirokoshi? The traits of worriness and doubting himself are actually traits of the creator, which is kinda cool because if you know Deku, you know the creator. Well, No Contest Nation, the scoreboard is in the description like I said. Make sure you let us know your score in the comments. Also, before I go, check out our other videos. I'm sure you'll find value in them as well. I'm your host, Jordan from No Contest. Catch you on the next one.